This week, I wanted to get to the table Crusaders by Seth Jaffe, published by Tasty Minstrel. I know that Cool Stuff Inc. has actually been dumping a lot of Tasty Minstrel games for the last couple of years, so there's a good chance you can get it relatively cheap. And one thing I like about this game is it doesn't take forever. I mean, I like games that take forever, don't get me wrong, but this is a nice one to start your game night because we'll get through 4 players in about an hour. So the main way this game works is we're each gonna have a number of these cylinders, and the default number is 12, but we actually have these faction powers, and that will change how many cylinders each player gets. So I'm just gonna hand you 12 for now. You might get more, you might have to put some back.
By default, it starts with 2 on
each. The general default is 2 on each, yes. So if you've seen Trajan, you're going to recognize the rondel mechanic that we're going to be using in this game, but it's a little different. Trajan is also another one of my favorite games. I just like Mancala rondels, and so sue me. But the way this game works, the main thing you do is you're going to take the discs off, or take the cylinders off of one of your Doritos. You're going to do the action on that Dorito, and then you're going to drop the discs on the subsequent spaces. And the discs will indicate how many action points you get towards any given action.
So you get the action from what you take off of.
Yes, unlike Trajan, where you get the action where you land. So then I'll quickly cover all the actions. The one I uncovered here is Influence. That is literally take points from the bank. And Endgame is triggered when these run out, but they're not limited. You can go above what's here. Muster allows you to acquire these guys up here. And when you do that, I would need at least a power of 3 muster to muster my first troop. I'd flip it over. And then from then on, whenever I take...
The power's at the bottom.
Yep. And I get 1 point for doing it. That's what the Roman numeral means. Mm-hmm. And then when I flip it over, I have this red symbol, which means whenever I take a red action, I get another point, action point towards it. Now we have build. So I'm going to actually... Well, I'll cover travel first. So we're going to start the game. Each of us are going to start in one of these 2 places, and I believe we get to choose our faction or we choose our starting position depending on what we want. But if I go to travel, the rules for traveling are if I have multiple knights on the board, which I could, I get to distribute when I get to build, that'll make a little more sense. I can distribute my movement points among multiple knights. If I want to move out of a space that has no token on it that costs 1. This would cost me 1 movement. This would cost me 2 movement. If I want to move out of a space with a token on it, it costs me 2 movement. So that'd be a total of 4. And movement points are split among your knights, so you have to use them all. Okay, next thing is Crusade. I love the game. I'm not here to defend the imperialist themes of crusading and all that. That's a story for a different time. Euro games are awash in imperial themes. I know that. I still like the mechanics. If I do a crusade action, there's 3 types of crusade. There's 3 types of enemies I can crusade against. The silver, which are the Prussians, and the gold, which are the Slavs, behave the exact same way. I need to have at least that much attack, and I'll get that many points for doing it. And when I take it, it goes down. So the next one would take 4 attack, but you get 4 points. The next one you need 5 attack, get 5 points, so on and so forth. And I collect that token. It goes in front of me for the end of the game for majority bonuses here. The other tokens here, the Saracens, they always take 6 to attack. Always. But they give you a bonus of either a free building on that space, which I haven't covered building, or they give you a free muster. And you always have to build your cheapest, your leftmost thing when those come up as well. The next action, is build. That's the last action. So on a space that has an empty square, does not have a token on it, you have to remove the token before you can build. You can apply building points towards building, and the buildings have numbers of points they have, numbers of action points they need, 3 through 6 on the top row, and the last row is 3, 5, 7, 9, because those are the buildings that improve your building ability, so they kind of cancel themselves out a little bit. When you put those on there, the building comes out, you might receive a benefit, but also there's all these pictures underneath all the buildings, and every time you see one of those pictures, that's going to be, again, an action point for that action for the rest of the game. For every time you take that action for the rest of the game. And when you build a building, you get the number of points. Again, those Roman numerals, you get that many points out of the bank, so remember to take those. The level 4 buildings are worth bonus points at the end of the game. Those don't come out of this pile. Those are in addition to this pile, as are these. So the last action you can do is if you can't do anything useful or you don't want to, what you can do is you may first remove all the cylinders from a Dorito and flip it over to the other side, and now it has 2 actions on it. And whenever you take an action on that space for the rest of the game, you may split your cylinders among that action. And you can get the bonuses for both of the actions as long as you assign at least 1 yellow cylinder to each action. If you only have 1 cylinder, then you can't just do an action based on the freebies on your board. You have to actually assign a cylinder.
Okay, I'm assuming that's for having the most, beating the most of those.
Most and second. Ties just split the first one, but in a 2-player game, a tie is a wash. Who cares, right? But also, so when you flip a Dorito, you also get to redistribute any Dorito. It doesn't have to be the same Dorito. So if you look at the bottom, resolve action, distribute all action tokens from that wedge, or upgrade a wedge, and then you may distribute all action tokens from any wedge, whether it was the one you upgraded or not. Do you have any questions?
No, I think I'm good.
I know you've played before, and no one's in chat to ask me questions right now, so we'll go with that. So let me check what they suggest doing for factions. I guess I will probably put out 3 factions to start for setup. Let's see here.
Uh-oh.
I think one of our
smoke detectors needs a new battery.
I might need to buy more of those. But we're going to go through the session, and we're going to go through the board game. We'll deal with the beeping after the session.
It's probably some of those older batteries are corroding, so that might be part of the problem too.
Let's see, I'm just looking for the actual setup. 2 random night order tiles. Okay, so the way this was doing it was, reverse turn order. So, do you want to go first or second?
I don't care. You can
just
flip a coin.
Just pick one.
Second.
Okay, so that means you'll get to assign your starting area first. Let me make sure I'm not giving you the one. I'm not going to give you that one because it's not super balanced. And let me make sure I'm not looking at them while I take them. 14 cylinders, but -1 to travel. All right. I'm going to go with the Knights of St. Lazarus. That might be the basement one, actually.
I think it is.
I'll have to go hunt.
Solve it later.
Yeah, we'll hunt that down later. It wasn't beeping until we started. So I get to upgrade 3 of my wedges to start the game.
Okay, I have the order of Viz. I get 1 more that I can place where you want, and when distributing my tokens, I can start on the wedge I took my tokens off of.
Alright, so I get to upgrade 3 wedges to start the game. And I'm going to go with Travel Crusade. I'm going to go with Crusade Build. And I'm going to go with Muster and Influence, actually. And I'm going to remove my starting wedge from here. So you're going second, but that means you get to place your knight.
So this is, if I build that, I can build it at a -1 discount?
Yeah, these are discounts. These are points. You either get a discount or bonus points. And notice some of these divided ones are... The divided ones are like a discount on this or a point for that. Obviously not both. Okay, well obviously I have no choice but to go here. Yeah, a lot of times what people will do is they will start out...
You counted out 140 points?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I left all the singles in there just to make it easier so we have more change opportunity. So, looking around, I can immediately do a build. I can build a castle. Or I could just immediately upgrade my mustering. Let's go a little different. I'm gonna go do this.
Muster gives you extra battle points, yeah.
I'm gonna build this here at a discount. And that's a level 1 building. I get 1 point.
Okay. I am also going to build I'm going to build a building.
And that tends to be a fairly unsurprising starting move. Take a point for that.
1 point.
Right. I'm going to muster. Because I upgraded the mustering building, I now have 3 power to muster. I get a point.
Can we both be on the same space at the same time?
Yes. But we can't both build there.
I am going to muster.
Do you have an... Oh, did you put the 3rd one there to start, I'm guessing.
Yep. That's where I put my extra token. And I'm not going to tell you every time, but I'm going to be using my power too.
Yeah, I will just...
My power probably every other turn.
I will trust you not to cheat on that. That's... I believe I can do that. Yeah, so I probably should have started with travel and build, to be honest. I'm seeing that I don't necessarily like that I did that the way I did that. Looking around. I went mustering, so I probably shouldn't go off into the corners to build. I should probably go start actually fighting people. So, with that in mind, I am going to go 1, 2. I'm going to travel down here, and that's it. I was thinking of running off into the corner. I was thinking of running off into the British Isles and claiming the bonuses for that stuff, but...
I'll go 1, 2.
All right. Now I am going to end up... What else can I do here? I'm going to go crusading and building. I have 3 cylinders. I'm going to spend 2 of them plus the crusade to attack this. The build isn't actually happening because I can't afford it. I'm going to attack this. I spend 3 attack on it to get 3 points, which I will trade in. And then I have 1 point to build, but that's not going to be nearly enough to do anything. Hey, Laird. And yeah, we're cognizant of the camera being bad. We'll try not to ever do that again. It's one of those mistakes.
Still working? It's still working.
It's one of those mistakes you only make once.
I think I will crusade.
You're gonna end up with 4 points out of that. Pay no attention to the smoke detector.
And do I get points for that now?
Yeah, you spent 4 attack on it, and I put your point number wrong.
So I get 4 points for 4 attack?
3rd time's the charm.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, if it takes 4 attack.
So I'm going to put my 1 back and take a 5?
Yep.
Well, attack earns the points pretty quickly then.
But it also gets difficult comparatively quickly. Alright, what do I want to do here? I think I'm just going to gain influence.
When you redistribute your tokens, can they go on any wedge?
You have to pick them up and drop them as normal.
Okay.
You can't just put them wherever you want. I assume that was the question.
My turn?
Yep.
I'm going to influence for 4 points.
Ooh, that's even more than my 3. But you also have more cylinders than I do. Anything with a Sanwa joystick. And if you watch the video, the Sanwa joysticks have that interchangeable restrictor plate. Just that Hori one looks like it was custom. That's gonna make great talk in the video, but you know that's. I need to put chat up so that people know what I'm talking about. I'm just lazy. Okay,
I put chat up on my new layout.
I don't want to do it on all my streams, just the ones I'm making videos of. Anyway, I'm mustering 3 plus my bonus is 4. So that'll give me this one. That'll give me 2 points for the muster. Put me up at an even 10. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay, I am going to build. I have 2 tokens. Plus I have a building, so I have a total of 3 building points. I'm going to build another castle and unlock my second knight, which, does that go in the starting position or where I build the castle?
It goes where you build the castle.
Okay. And I built a building that is worth 1 point, so I have 10 points now.
Okay, 1 sec.
Boop.
So you have 10 points. We're still tied. Okay.
Oh, I hope I got my mustering point. I think I did.
You can kind of.
Oh well.
You could probably figure out how many points you had for the most part if you're at this
4,
point in the game.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I am at 11.
I'm also gonna build here, which will also put me up to 11. I need to go 1.
Because
2,
I took a 4
3.
influence. So that's 4. I did a 4 attack, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I'm definitely at 11.
All right, I built there.
Okay, back to me. I'm doing a huge travel action. It's going to be 6 points. So I'm going to send this knight this way. 1, 2, 3. Four. No, let's do 4, 5, 6. 6 moves.
So you're going deeper. Okay, I am going.
And this is, I can build that building for 2 action point discount.
2 cheaper.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna flip this Dorito. And then I think I'm going to redistribute this Dorito while I'm at it.
Okay, I am going to Crusade for a total of 5, including my bonuses. This gray token.
Well, the gray token's only 3.
Oh, so I only get 3 points?
Yeah, okay. Unless you decided you'd rather step...
So you get what is up there.
Yep.
So last time I would have gotten 4 points.
Yeah.
So I am at 10. Okay. No, because 8. 8, 9, 10. No, I am at 11. But anyway, I'm kicking that butt, so that's worth 3 points.
Yep.
And that's it for now.
This is one where I actually have to keep on top of the scores pretty tightly. Okay, I'm going to do a travel and build for 7. So I gotta go and figure out what exactly I'm gonna do with that. So I will spend 1 point to step over here. I will spend 2 points to come over here. And then what do I want to do from there? I don't even need that discount. It doesn't really benefit me. So I guess, well, I guess I'm going to step up here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then I got to redistribute all of these.
Okay, I am going to muster 5. Which lets me flip this, which gives me 2 points.
2 points. This is definitely one where, yeah, I'm spending a lot of time just maintaining score over there. But, you know, that's... If I didn't want the presentation to be good, I wouldn't put effort into it, right? So let's see here. Okay, I'm going to do a travel and crusade here. I'm going to spend 2 cylinders plus my 2 power to do a 4 attack. Then I have 2 travel left after the crusade. And I'm definitely going to move that one up there. And I think I will also... I don't think it matters which one I step into here. I'm going to step it over. I'm just going to step in there. And that's all 4.
Okay,
and
I am
16.
upgrading this Dorito. And I am redistributing this different Dorito.
I
now have a travel and build action.
Doritos chip. All right, so
they do have that was a sponsored emote.
I mean,
if I remember, that was a Doritos actually sponsored.
That is like the most
Doritos emote.
That's like the most possible sponsorship. All right, so I don't think I entirely thought this plan all the way through, so I'm going to collect 3 influence. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. I'm going to build. I have 4 build points, but this is a 2 discount, so I still have enough to build another building.
Remember to take your 2 points for that.
Yep, and I was going to say, and that gives me 2 points. 2 points.
Okay, I'm like, I kind of put myself in a little bit of a corner here. I guess I'm gonna take another 3 influence. I don't think it's bad.
2 points is nothing to scoff at, that's for sure.
I did just pass up on another muster. I'm not going to be mustering again for a while.
See, I have 5 in attack, and that's at 5 in attack. I have to get there first. Okay. I'm going to get your confirmation that I'm doing this right. So I have 3 cylinders in travel and build.
Yep.
But I have 2 extra builds. So if I use 2 cylinders in that, I'd have 4. But actually I only need 1 because of the... So let's build a church.
Yeah, you can do those in whatever order it makes sense too.
Okay, so I'm going to do a build here. This church costs 3 minus 1. So I only need these two.
You do need to spend. You need to spend one cylinder.
That makes sense. So I'm going to spend one cylinder to build a church here. That gets me 1 point.
You cannot take an action entirely based on freebies.
Okay, that makes sense. I have 2 cylinders left for travel. I'm going to use one here. And because going in only takes one, going out takes 2.
It's based on where you leave, not where you enter.
I think he's going to continue his building tour, so he's just going to move one up here.
Okay, I'm going to do my own build. 1,
and I have to
2,
redistribute
3,
these,
4.
but I'm probably going to use my power.
I have a 1 discount on building. That building's worth 2 by itself, plus 2 for matching the space. So I get a net with 4 on that, and it's your turn.
Okay, I am crusading this spot. I have 4 cylinders plus 2 up here, so I have more than enough using my power.
Pick up a 5er.
Picking up a 5er, and this belongs to me now.
24 you got?
24 is what I got.
I typed 5 instead of adding 5. And which one did you take?
I took this one, brown.
Yeah. You can just kind of add up how many browns have been taken to figure out what we're doing. All right, so.
And yes, 24 is the count I have, so that's good.
Beep.
I know. And the thing is, it's not beeping. They're easy to find when they beep consistently. It's when they beep like once every 20 minutes, when it's impossible to tell which smoke detector is beeping.
So I'm going to spend 1 cylinder over here to travel. I'm going to way overpay for this. I'm actually going to spend 2 other cylinders to do this travel because let's just head in a little deeper. These spaces are just a little bit better, if a little more expensive. Then I have 4 to build that castle that it wants me to build, which will be 2 points plus 1 point. So that'll be 2 points plus 1 point is 3 points. And then these all of these come out of travel and build, so they go like this. Back to you.
Okay, my influence bucket is getting full, so I'm going to influence for 5 points. That's with bonuses. I only have 4 cylinders, but I have 1 influence bonus. So that's another 5er.
So we're back. We're tied again. All right, I'm looking around. Okay, I can do this. So I'm gonna crusade with 4 plus 2 to do 6. Bump this down, and I get 6 points in. So I'll return 4 and take 2 5ers. Then I have 1, 2, 3 points left to build a church. That's an interesting space. I actually have a double discount on this. I'll build that instead. Take another 2 points. And then these need to get distributed out of here. Like that. And I have 37. It's a lucrative turn.
Let's see, my next muster's at 5 points. I don't have any bonuses. But I do have 4. I can do a 4 building, and I can build a muster bonus. So I'm going to build for 2 plus 2 bonuses is 4. 4 is enough to build this building here.
1 point.
1 point. Put this 4 back and grab a 5.
Okay, I'm just going to influence again for another 3 points. I wish I had bonuses for that, but I don't.
Okay, I am going to do my next muster. I have 4 cylinders plus 1 bonus is 5. 1, 2. So that is 3 points.
Yep, I'm going to do exactly the same thing. And also get 3 points. So one thing that's kind of neat though is a lot of the spaces have that influence bonus on them, and basically at the end of the game, if you can get all these influence bonuses on your board exposed, you can like use 1 cylinder to get like 6 influence and still do an action, and you can pick up a ton of points like that. It's a really neat thing about the engine in this game.
I have to think.
I mean, you don't have to think, but I think it's optimal.
He is at 7 right now. The grays are at 5. So I'm going to do a travel build action. I'm going to spend 2 cylinders in travel. 1 to go here. 1 to go here. Then I have 2 cylinders plus 2 bonuses is 4 build points. I'm going to build another church, I think. Here.
It's 2 points in?
2 points.
Okay. I am going to travel and crusade without crusading. I think we're going to come up here. We're going to come down here. And that's when I'm going to redistribute these.
Back to me already.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's time to attack! So I have 5 cylinders, 6, 7, 8 on this brown.
All right. So you still get
so that's 7 points.
7 points.
5, 6, 7. And I need to redistribute these. I'm probably upgrading next turn because I have more travel points than I could ever possibly use.
Okay. I'm going to build for a total of 7. I'm going to build this there, and I get 3 points for that. There we go. That's back to you.
I think I'm going to upgrade. I need to think about what I want to upgrade.
Oh, I should one other thing I should mention that you will probably not do is you can take, instead of taking the Saracen bonus, you can take 3 points. Rarely is that a good idea. That's only if you've ever maxed out.
I upgraded and redistributed.
Okay, this is on here. All right, so
I flipped a Dorito, as the kids say.
Those are words the kids would in fact.
I forgot, this is a really good game. I really like this game. Very little downtime.
This is a great game. I really do like it. Now here's the downtime because I'm actually thinking. But you know, thinking is forbidden, right?
Mm-hmm. There's no thinking in Euro games.
All right, so I'm gonna do Crusade and build, but I'm just gonna build. I have 2. I can't do that because I need to move. So I'm gonna do travel and build. Here's 1 travel. I actually could get a second travel. I can get more travel for free, but I don't actually think it benefits me to do so. Then I could build as much as 6. Which way do I want to go here? I'm gonna unlock my 3rd knight.
I have a lot of good options.
And then I need to move, travel, and build.
But I might just influence for 5 points. That's not a bad move. I do kind of want to build my builds back up. So I am going to influence for 5 points.
You're back in the lead.
That's after all my building bonuses.
I have 46. All right, there we go. Now I am going to, I think I was going to travel, and I think I need to distribute my knights. So I'm going to move these guys 1, 2, 3, and that will get me, that will distribute this one. And it is back to you.
For 4 points per level 4 buildings.
Remember, you do get the 4 points just for building the level
Yeah.
4 building, plus the bonuses that they give you.
I'm deciding which row of buildings I want to start. I'm thinking about those end of game bonuses now. I think I am going to muster. I have 4 cylinders plus 2 extras. Gives me the 6. Yep, 4, 5, 6. That is 4 points.
You're going to be shocked to find out that I am also just about to muster. Which will give me same thing. I have 6 muster as well. And it's right back to you. No downtime.
Okay, it is time to build. I am going to build a building, which is slightly expensive, but I do have 5, 6, 7. By building here, I get an extra point, so that is a total of 4 points.
4 points. I can do that. I don't have to be happy about it, but I can do it.
And game ends when we run out of points, right?
Yep.
Is there any other game end conditions, or is that it?
I think that's it. Okay, so I'm gonna do a crusade and build. I have 5 attack on my board, so this will make 6.
Oh, I gotta redistribute these.
I'm gonna attack here, and I am going to take this token, which will let me build my last building. I also get 4 points for doing that, plus 1 extra for putting it on that space. I did not get any innate points for doing that. And then, so I'm 5 points up. Then I have, this was Crusade and Build. I have 3 more cylinders. I can build up to 6. We're going to drop a castle over here for another 4 points. And then these all redistribute like that.
So is this a free of that building, or do you still have to...
You don't get any innate points for it. You get the building instead.
Okay. But you don't get the building's points.
You get the building's points.
Okay, and this is a free muster?
Yep, and again, you still get the points for it.
The dum-dum. Okay. I am going to travel and crusade. I'm only putting 1 point into travel. Wait, is that a farmhouse? The courthouse is up there. Nope, I'm rethinking my life.
Thinking in a Euro game. That's where we already did this.
It's gonna cost 9, but I have 3 on its own. And I'm assuming that building, does that building go where you conquered it?
Yep.
So that would be an extra point.
Deep thought?
Deep thoughts. So to travel there would be...
Deep.
1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to travel and build, but it's mostly going to be traveling. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Then, I only have 1 travel point left, and he's kind of boxed in.
3, 4.
But I might as well try to get him to freedom.
6.
He's going to move here. So I just traveled, which I'm a little sad about because...
Couldn't actually do a build or a bonus with it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Make sure I'm not cheating
I
there.
want to make... Okay, this gives me 5 build power. So we'll drop this here for 3 points.
Okay, I am crusading with mighty force. I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I only need 6 to conquer this, right?
Yep. If you had gotten this guy onto another space, I think you might have been able to crusade 2 tiles at once. But that would be a lot.
But I didn't have enough movement points.
Among other things. No, you can only crusade once per turn.
Okay, so that gives me a free courthouse, right?
Yep.
So I can put this out for free, right?
Yep.
Which will give me...
Just the 4.
4 points now, but more points at the end of the game.
Yeah, we're at the end of game points again. That's just at the end of the game. That doesn't come from the pile, and it doesn't...
Also, it ties me up with you on that particular race.
I actually have 2 level.
I mean, how many things you've conquered.
Oh yeah, that's actually that is a good point. So now I got to figure out what am I going to do. I think I'm going to travel, and I think I'm going to do a travel / crusade.
Okay, I need to redistribute these. I'm actually going to use my power to start there.
So I'm going to do a travel and crusade. I'm going to travel with 1 travel. I have a 2nd movement, so I'm going to move 1 here, and I'm going to move this one up there. And then I have 1 cylinder plus another. I have a total of 6 attacks, so I can attack this. I can flip this and get 5 points. And I'm going to update my score, and it's your turn.
Okay, I am also going to travel and crusade. I need to use 1, 2 points in travel. Then I have 3 points, 4, 5, 6, 7, but I only need 6. I am going to conquer this. Oh, I should probably be getting points for conquering these too, shouldn't I?
There's no inherent points for those.
Okay.
You may elect, instead of the build, to take 3 points.
Oh, but the build's way more worth it.
Usually the build's way more worth it.
That gives me a free castle here. Building the castle gets me 3 points.
Plus there's 1 point there for building a castle.
4 points, yes.
Yep, remember your bonuses.
1, 2, 3, 4. And I even did 5. I made that intentional.
These should be cycled like that.
I intentionally went there to get the extra point, but then I forgot about it. But anyway, these get redistributed.
Let me check the exact endgame conditions. Okay. When the last influence token is taken, finish the round so that each player has had the same number of turns. Mostly, I want to make sure that I'm going to get a shot to take 1 more turn, but I'm going to collect 6. I'm going to collect 8 influence. Wait, am I going to collect 8 influence? Because I might have had 7 tokens on there. We're going back to the instant replay. I'm going to go pull up a clip and see whether I had 6 or 7 tokens on there, because it matters.
I get 5, the extra point.
That looks like 6. Let me check my... See if I messed something up. Yeah, so what I messed up is there should be 3 on here. Alright, so I have 6. I get a total of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there's actually 2 points left. So I expect you to trigger endgame and for me to get 1 more turn. So I'll fish out another tenner here because it makes it easier to track things.
I'm actually probably not going to trigger in game. Do I still get my extra points for my last turn?
Yeah, the points aren't limited. That's just an end game count.
I actually think it's better for me. With my power, I move no tokens and travel 2 to here.
Which power is that?
I take the token off and I
but you put it back.
redistribute the token right back on.
Okay. And you have a travel too?
I have an extra travel here.
Okay, that's where it was. I just couldn't see it. It's slightly obscured by the steeple. All right, so with my board the way it is, I'm gonna spend 3 on travel and build. I have a total of 6. I will get an immediate 4 points for that, and that will trigger end game.
Okay, so I went second, so I get a turn to even it out. Correct?
Yes. It doesn't matter that you went second. It just matters that I triggered endgame.
But it's an even amount of turns, is my question.
It isn't an
right?
even amount of turns. I just don't get any more.
Okay.
You do get another one, though.
I am building. I have 6 building points after we consider bonuses. I am building this church here that immediately gets me 4 points. And it will get me a bunch of end-of-game points, too.
I'll take a single. So that gives you...
And that's my final turn. So now we need to do all the end-of-game bonuses.
So let me make sure I've actually got your number of points correctly.
I should have...
I think I see 67 and not 66.
50, 65, 66, 67.
79. All right, so this is a tie. We split the 5 points evenly, so I'll just
add those on.
There, Laird. She has 69 points. Nice.
Oh dear.
You do win this, so you gain 3 points on me from that.
I think we're tied on the other one.
I do also think we are tied on Saracens, so that's another 2 each. Now I'm going to do my endgame scoring. I have 1 enemy set because I never got a second gray. I have 1 VP per knight or troop. I have all 5 troops and all 3 knights. That's another 8. And then 4 per level 4 building. I have 12 there. And then you have the 6.
I have 14.
6 and
total.
8 is 14. So 90 to 109.
I thought I did a little better than that, but that end of...
I got a lot of buildings out. Those ended... I kind of wanted to get that too, but I couldn't do them both.
So you're a full 19 points ahead. That was fun, though. I really enjoy this game.
I actually got a lot.
Really good game.
Even though I didn't have bonuses, even just the redistributing influence ended up doing it. Yeah, this is a. I really like this game. I explained the whole game, and we played the whole thing in 48 minutes. So
yeah,
it doesn't take too long. It's not too complicated. It's got the Dorito flipping action that you crave. I really do think this is a good game to have in your arsenal, and you can bring it to game night when we're not full of COVID, and you can use it as kind of, it's not filler, but it's kind of halfway between filler and a big game.
It's a warm-up game.
It's a good warm-up. It's good while you're waiting for people to arrive. It's a good bridge between a longer and shorter game.